Every month we give a monthly update on my Fidelity growth stock portfolio. In my portfolio we trade options, we buy growth stocks, we do all sorts of things, and every single month we give an update on the balance and my performance, comparing it against my personal goals as well as the indexes. And let's go ahead and jump straight into that. Right here is this chart, and if you haven't seen this spreadsheet before, this is how I plan to get to $1 million in my portfolio by the age of 40 years old. Now, if we zoom out and we look on this date, February 5th, 2039, that is the day that I will be 40 years old. Now, we have goals year over year based off of $25,000 starting out at the beginning of 2021, that's what I had roughly, contributing $500 a month over the course of 18 years, because I'm 22 now, I'll be 40 in 18 years. And that's at 17% interest, or about 22% roughly, based off of my tax rate pre-tax. I have to make about 22% a year, 17% after tax, and I have to do that every single year. And this is my goal for where I should be at 2022. On February 2022, I need to be at this number to be on track. February next year, I have to be at 47,000. Now, we also look at month over month. Now, it was just the end of October and it's the beginning of November, and on November 1st, our goal was to be at 32,000, and we destroyed that goal. Let's jump straight over Fidelity here, and you can see that at the end of August, we finished out, or I should say the beginning of September, we finished with 31,506. To October 1st, we finished with 30,385. And then it steadily uptrended. And one of the biggest days I ever had was October 28th. It was massive that day. Let's see, that was almost a $2,000, actually yeah, it was over a $2,000 day. And it was actually almost 3,000. We finished out at November 1st at 37,413. And even the third day of November, 3 days later, we're actually already far ahead of that, closing almost to $39,000 now. So we're definitely outpacing our goals so far. And this is shaping up to be an incredible end to 2021 so far based off of the month of October and the start of November. Now we'll be tracking these goals, pass or fail either way, and I'll show you guys my performance no matter what happens. That's my commitment to you, is whether I surpass the goals or fail, I will show the results no matter what. Now let's go ahead and go over back to Fidelity and let's actually zoom out. I am really zoomed in. If we go to, there we go. If we look at our performance tab here, the rate of return since August, since we joined this Fidelity account, is 13.14%. Now, the portfolio has steadily increased over the past month, and so far we're beating the indexes quite nice. In terms of a percentage return in the way that Fidelity calculates it, in August we had a 5.57 positive, in September we had a negative 10.6% return, which was horrible, and then October came roaring back, almost a plus 20% for the month of October. And so far we're destroying the indexes. It's actually 2 days short. That is actually almost 3 months worth of return, 13.14%. In the last 3 months for the indexes that I track, which is the S&P, the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, and the Russell 2000, are not even doing close to that. So far, it is still extremely early and we can't judge it off of these so far, but as of right now, we're doing fantastic. As far as closed positions go, we are doing really good on our closed positions. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this. Now for the month of September, or month of August I should say, for closed, this is actually profits that we've actually taken and put in the books. This is not unrealized gains or losses. This is ones that I have to actually pay taxes on that I will be reporting in the coming year. Now in August, we had a negative return at 329 realized dollars. In September, we realized a $454 gain. In October, we finished out with $1,568 for the month of October in realized gains. And we just started in November, just the first 3 days, we claimed $1,724. Now the month of November was quite higher so far because we did just take about $1,600 worth of gains for iRobot. I just mentioned that in my previous video, but you get the point. You can see that so far my portfolio has been doing great, and I want to go over the 5 positions that I own and why I own them. Now, the first one in the portfolio is one of my favorite, and that is Chewy. Now, looking over the last month or so, let's see how it went from September to October. On the last day of October, it finished at 75.80. So let's take 75.80 and divide by where it finished at for the month of September. In September, it finished at 68.11. So in the month of October, we went up 11.29% on our shares on Chewy. Now, Chewy is one that I absolutely love. I'm not planning on selling anytime soon. I have some covered calls that are very close to the money. I really am probably gonna roll those out if this keeps going higher by the end of December. But Chewy is my largest position in my portfolio. It's one that I'm extremely bullish on. I've made multiples of videos about it, so check it out down below if you're interested. But let's go ahead and go to the next one, which is Corsair Gaming. Now Corsair Gaming for the month of October, on October 29th it closed at 24.45, and let's compare that to where it finished out at the end of September. On the last day of September it finished out at 25.93, and that gives this company a return of negative 5.7% for the month of October. Corsair Gaming is my second largest position. It was really the founding position of my portfolio. I already have contracts. Go ahead and take a look. I have contracts going out to September of next year. If I can just get them pulled up, I'm having trouble here. There we go. Okay, so September of next year, right here. My shares are going to be held for the next several months, pretty much no matter what. I got these calls at a perfect time. I literally sold them at the exact time I needed to sell them. And so my shares are safe. I'm earning income each and every month that I hold these shares no matter what. And I think it's trading at an incredibly low valuation. Corsair Gaming is not one that I'm going to sell anytime soon. Once again, made many videos about it down below, so check out if you're interested. Now let's look at iRobot next. iRobot is one that I actually just sold out of. My previous video was about iRobot, but let's see how it did for the month of October. It finished at 83.42, so let's put 83.42 divided by where it finished out in the month of September. September finished out at 78.50. 78.50, and yeah, you can see that it returned 6.2%. Now, iRobot is one that I just sold out of. I made it in my very last video, so check it out if you're interested, but basically, iRobot, I just needed to get rid of my margin. I wanted to take my profit. The last couple of days have been fantastic. I ended up selling it at $94.66 with a buy-in price of $80. If you factor in the share price appreciation as well as some options contracts that I had, I made almost on the dot about $1,600. And relative to my portfolio side, that's about a roughly 4 or 5% return for my total portfolio. So that's pretty good considering it was less than a 3-month hold. I hold this stock, I think it was a little under 3 months, like 2 months and like 2 weeks or something. But anyways, you get the point. iRobot, check it out down below. Also made videos about that one. Next up, we have Tattooed Chef. Where did it finish out for the month of October? It finished at $17.97. $17.97, if I can type it in right. $17.97. Where did it finish at for the month of September? It finished at $18.43. So Tattooed Chef is another one that had a negative return. Very small, only 2.5%. One that I'm looking to hold for right now at these prices in the teens. I'm expected to receive some positive news from this earnings call. It's coming up very soon. Some big things are coming for Tattooed Chef. Stay tuned. Earnings comes out in a week from today on Wednesday the 10th. So stay tuned for that. I'll make a dedicated video to them and I'll let you know what I'm planning on doing with them. I also made videos down below giving a deep analysis on it. So once again, like always, check it out down below. Now, the last but not least, out of all these in my portfolio, sorted by cost basis, Chewy's the largest, Corsair Gaming's the second largest, Tattooed Chef, oh let's see, iRobot was the third place till I sold it, Tattooed Chef is fourth place, and then the smallest position in the portfolio is CleanSpark. But if you look at the total return for all of these, we have Chewy at plus 2%, Corsair minus 2, Tattooed Chef minus 6, and CleanSpark plus 64%. And let's look for the month of October for where this company finished out at. 20.26, 20.26, divided by where it finished out for the month of September, which was 11.59, 11.59. This company went up literally 74.8%. An incredible return for CleanSpark. Let me rephrase that. That is an astronomical return for a 1 month period for any stock, no matter how big or small. And CleanSpark made up for a vast majority of these gains. So if we look at CleanSpark by itself, let's see, it finished at 20.26, and at the end of September, it finished at 11.59. So what is that? It went up about $9, roughly $8, $9. And I own 400 shares of this company. So of all those big gains up, in the month of October, about 3,500-ish of our gains came just from CleanSpark, which is our smallest position. It is coming back in a big, big way. If we look at the year chart, it is still not even close to its all-time highs, but luckily we bought down here around $13 a share, and it started to really ramp up now. CleanSpark is definitely the most high-risk, high-reward on this list, but it's one that I'm really excited for, and so far has catapulted our portfolio, and without it, we wouldn't be nearly as far as we are right now. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, gave an update for my goals on getting to $1 million by the age of 40. As mentioned previously, if you have not checked out the links down below in the description, get up to $50 for getting signed up with M1 Finance. 50 guys, that is so much cash. $50 for getting signed up with M1 Finance. Get signed up with Robinhood, Webull, all that stuff down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.